Hi, I'm John Hurt with Certified Chemical Free. I'd like to tell you how you can sell a sheep for $1,000 a head. Yeah, it's possible, but stay tuned. We'll go through the process. The price of sheep has absolutely exploded. This is the Sale Barn sheep auction report out of San Angelo, Texas, which is pretty indicative of the United States. And we can see here that for hair sheep breeds, there was 35 head, between 90 and 99 pounds. There were 92 pounds on average, with the average price per hundredweight is $407.66. So that's $4.08 a pound. It's times 92 pounds for the average size animal. That comes out to $375.36 per animal is what sheep are selling for right now down at the sale barn. So the $4.08 a pound, that's on the hoof. But if a 92-pound lamb comes back and it produces at least 40 pounds of meat, well, then you take this $375.36, you divide it by the 40 pounds, you come out to $9.38 a pound of actual meat. Now, there could be more pounds come out of it than just 40. It could be closer to 50, but we're just going to take those figures and run with it. Kroger is now selling Simple Truth natural ground lamb for $10.49 each. Now, it says like no antibiotics, but it's not chemical free. It doesn't say no vaccines or no dewormers. So when this animal goes into the store at $10.49 a pound, and it produces 40 pounds per animal, that equals $419.60 per animal, that per 92-pound animal. And this is not for organic lamb. This is just for regular lamb. They say no antibiotics, but it's not organic, and it's still bringing this kind of price. And these prices have to go up because there's not enough margin between what the sale barn cost and what they're actually selling for here. Now, this is lamb from Shepherd Song Farm. It's ground lamb. It's going for $24.95 a pound. It's closer to organic. It's not certified organic, but it's being grown in a much cleaner place than what you saw in Kroger. And if you multiply out $24.95 a pound times 40 pounds produced by the animal, that means the animal actually created $998 in revenue. But $24.95 a pound is a little bit low, actually. Here's another place called North Star, and their ground lamb is $34 a pound. So $34 a pound times 40 pounds for the animal equals a whopping $1,360 per animal. Now, if you want to get this kind of money, you do have to sell direct to the customer. You can't just go out and get somebody else to do all the work for you. And so you need a website or some way to communicate with your public, or you could set up a community shares association and do it that way. My strategy will be to sell locally through a CSA or community shares association and not try and go nationwide or anything like that. But once you quit selling out of the sale barn, there's other things you can do, like this lamb liver. They're selling what usually gets thrown away for $20 per animal. Here's a 4-pack of lamb tongues for $25. So you're getting added value because you have control over what you're selling. You're not just going through the sale barn anymore. Here's what a USDA processor charges. And for a 92-pound lamb, it's going to run anywhere from about $170 on up to about $200, depending on what you want done to it, what kind of cuts you want to get out of it. And when you pay this USDA processing fee, it means you can sell in a store. You can sell cuts to people. It's not like custom processing. Now, I get the same processing done for about $50 an animal if it's custom. But because of the screwy laws we got in this country that protect big agriculture, I have to pay like $170 to have a USDA inspector stand around and just look at carcasses all day. The other thing to consider is that people are starting to wake up that Roundup and glyphosates, they're dangerous, that we're all being poisoned by chemicals. And they're also starting to understand that these vaccines contain mercury, they contain phenol, they can contain all kinds of terrible things as preservatives, carbolic acid. They're actually dangerous to humans, and yet they inject them into animals, and we're supposed to eat these animals. Well, they're going to start looking at this USDA synthetic substances allowed in organic livestock production, and when they understand what all is allowed, in organic food today, what all's in there? Atropine, all these different things, the biologics or vaccines that have mercury and phenol in them, and all these different kinds of toxins that are already in the USDA Organic. They're going to be looking for some other type of certification because they're not going to take it. I really think that the days of the USDA Organic certification being worth a penny, I think these days are numbered. I think they're coming to a conclusion. So there's a new website on the web called Certified Chemical Free. Just go to Google and you type in Certified Chemical Free, and it'll be the first thing on the list that comes up. And here's the website. There's a list of all the different chemical-free farms. They can be sheep farms, goat farms, beef and cattle farms, dairy farms, produce farms, and this list just came out this week. So more and more farmers are getting on this list, and other people are shopping off this list. If you'd like to be on this list, you just send them an email, and they'll put you on the list if you are raising animals without chemicals, and they'll talk to you and we'll get you all fixed up. But this is the future. This is where we're headed, and all it takes is an email that gets sent, and you'll get put on the list. And then if you want to buy your animals off the list or buy food from these farmers, there's a link straight to their websites that comes right off the list. The website name is CERT Chemical Free, CERT chemicalfree.com. But you can find it off Google. Just type in Certified Chemical Free. It will show up. Now, people are becoming informed, and they're wanting chemical-free food, and they're going to the USDA Organic label. But the problem with that is most of the states in the United States don't even have a slaughterhouse that's accessible to a farmer that's growing chemical-free food. That's also certified USDA Organic. So you can get your USDA Organic certification, but you lose it when you slaughter the animal. So we're looking for a different solution, and that is called Certified Chemical Free. And that's something that's free for anybody to join and to tell the world. We're going to start out with just a self-certification and tell people that you are certified chemical free. But I will put the link to Certified Chemical Free in the description below. And thanks for watching the video.